Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back on Car Mechanic Simulator. We got another customer's car in. We got quite a bit of work to do on this one, so we're gonna get started. I've already drained the fluids, and we're gonna start fixing what's broke on this car. We got quite a bit of engine parts and brake stuff to do, so we're gonna just start stripping the car down and get it to where we need it to be, and then we're just gonna start fixing stuff. The car itself is actually a Camaro. So we're gonna start, like I said, stripping parts and get it ready to be fixed. Hopefully soon we'll be able to expand into a better shop or get our own car to work on. That's the hopes eventually. Probably technically don't have to take all of this out to change what's broke, but I just find it better to do it that way, if I can help it, because it's just easier and makes more sense to me if I'm gonna actually work on something to have to take things out. This car's actually, it's not terrible, but it does need some work, I will say. It's got quite a few rough parts, and that's what they're wanting changed out, so. But like I said, for the sake of my headache with this game when it comes to bushings and stuff, we're just gonna take these parts off. Because it makes more logical sense, because you never know when a part actually lies in the suspension components, and it does in the back there, as you can clearly tell. So we're just going to be doing this to be safe. But that's all we have to take off, so no need to 100% strip everything this time. Like we did on that last job, we're just going to take what's broke and replace that. So just gonna do that. We got some bad brakes in the back. Looks like we got some bad control arms from the looks of it. Get this axle out of the way and get this cover off, because that's gonna have to be replaced. U-bolts need replaced in the leaf springs. Well, the leaf spring U-bolts need replaced, and we gotta take that out just to get this arm off. So, might as well do that. Technically, if you took those U-bolts off, that right there would just drop. Like, there's nothing even holding it in the air. It's things like that, though, that this game could have done better, but didn't. So, I mean, we got a mile-long list of suspension parts that need replaced, and most likely a lot of motor parts. I haven't actually dove into that just yet. I wanted to have us in a decent spot when we started, just getting odd and end things out of the way. That way you're not sitting here watching me for an hour and a half work on a customer's car, because we still don't have enough to get us anything, and junkyard cars are rather expensive when it comes to repairs, so we're not going to get off into trying to do our own thing just yet. I know I had planned on it soon, but we're not quite there yet. It's always, when it comes to this game, it's always when the right time arises, and you never know when that's gonna be. We probably don't have a reason to take this off, but I'm going to. So, I'm not going to cut any corners when it comes to these customers' cars. We are going to take that off, though. I don't see anything deep down internal, so probably no need to take the oil pan off. But we do need to go right here and start pulling this mess. As you can see, we got a slew of parts right here that need replaced. So what's holding this belt in place? We got a roller right here. I'd much rather do engines on a stand, but we don't have enough for the expansion yet. So let's go ahead. Start getting pulleys and stuff off to crack open the timing cover. Because we've got, looks like 2 timing belts to replace on this job. So we might as well just start stripping motor parts and everything. Water pump seems to be good. We got a rusted bolt, but other than that, not bad. Looks like we got a couple spark plugs to replace maybe. Coil packs, but we're going to crack open this first. Then we'll jump off into other parts of the engine that needs to be done. So let's go ahead and start taking this stuff off. I'm pulling spark plugs and everything. This motor here is very complex in that sense when it comes to taking stuff out of, honestly. It's like, this one is very time consuming, but it is an LS, or technically it looks like an LS. So I don't know quite everything about this engine, but it does appear to be an LS. And a bad fuel rail. Probably, once again, no need to take this out either, but we're going to remove this manifold. I'm just thinking mainly for the sake of room is why we're doing what we're doing. So we're just, like I said, stripping right now, getting parts out. It is highlighted what we need to replace, so makes things a little easier on finding what's broken. But we still got some skills to get upgraded because this unscrewing speed, unbolting parts is taking ages. Looks like we got some bad camshafts there, so let's get off in here and go start replacing stuff that's broke. Pull the timing belts off. And pull the cam gears out. And we'll just assess what needs be. I don't know if it goes any deeper than this, but to be safe, we're going to go ahead and pull the engine head off and make sure. I think we've pretty much found everything, but I want to be sure because if it goes any deeper, then I'm going to have to undo the bottom end, and Hoping this is a pretty open and shut case. Everything's right here. It seems to be that way though, so I think we're okay. I think it's just cams is the last thing we need to go to on this one, but like I said, for my sanity, we're doing this. We're going to take the heads off both sides and go from there. What you doing, baby girl? You playing? Sorry, I'm talking to my little girl. She has a birthday on Wednesday. She turns 2. Keep in mind, though, I'm not absolutely sure when you'll see this video. It is recorded on Monday the 26th. That looks like everything, so no need to go any deeper. So we're going to assess parts here and get what's broke replaced. Well, what's in red, I should say. And replace that stuff. We know we need a new oil filter. We know we need one of those bushings. An axle. We definitely need brake pads. I told you guys it needed a lot of parts. Majority of it looks like it was just bushings, but I do believe that's all of our parts we gotta find, so let's get one new camshaft, 2 timing belts. We need 5 spark plugs in total. That's in electronics. 3 coil packs. We need a fuel rail. We already knew we needed that. We need spring caps for the rear. We'll just get 10 bushings. 3 U-bolts. An axle. 4 brake pads. Need that control arm. We need a wheel hub. Need that wheel hub for the front. We need a front bumper. Alright, so we have all of our parts necessary to put this gal back together. So we're just going to start by putting it back together now. We got parts. Wasn't a need to take the head off. I kind of wish we hadn't done that, but you can never be too sure when it comes to working on stuff. So I done that for my sanity. Wasn't a need to do it, but I did it. So doesn't need a new cam right here, so we'll just slide that one there. And then we'll put, this one needs a new one, so we'll get that put in there. Get the gears back in place for this side, and then we're gonna catch back up on this side with the same way. So like, while though I do find finding parts a challenge, I do think this game is fun. And I'm just as smart in real life with this stuff as I am on this game, so. One thing you possibly don't know about me is I actually went to schooling for mechanics and film and video and tech stuff, so relatively smart with technology, and I'm relatively smart with cars. It posts a whole challenge at its own way, I do believe, both ways. I am a firm believer, and I should have paid better attention in school when it come to my films and video stuff, but I do enjoy making videos. I do enjoy working on cars. And to me, this game is just totally fun. So in the retrospect of pure fun, that's where my love for this game comes into place. Behind you, baby. So it would appear none of these spark plugs are highlighted, just the ones on the other side. So alright guys, I'm just focusing up just a little bit. If I have to, I will go back and buy every bit of the coil packs. So I bought I'll just buy 5 more because it's not gonna take if I don't. It's already being an ass. So I'm not gonna play that game with it. I'll just give it what it needs and be done. Because when it comes to stuff like that, why would you just replace, you know, what, 3 or whatever, 5 out of 8? It just doesn't make any sense. It might as well just give it a full tune-up. That's what they would do at a regular shop. They're not going to go in and just replace the one dead spark plug. At least not in my opinion, they wouldn't do that. So we did need one more spark plug apparently. And that should take care of this issue in itself. I'll just give it a full tune-up and be done. It's just better that way. Just better that way. It just makes more logical sense to do it that way. Let's put the manifold back in place. This side needed the new fuel rail, so fix that up. Put that other one back in place over there. So we tallied that off, no issue. Which is good because I was a little worried that it would be stupid about it and wouldn't take, but it did. So I mean, no issue except for just the spark plugs so far. So for now, we just got to start bolting pulleys back in place. Because that's one thing we do need is pulleys. Like I said, I'd much rather use engine stand versus tearing a motor apart in the car, but we're not quite there in that sense. We gotta build our way from ground up in this shop here. This is episode 3. The first 2 episodes was live as live streams, and they were last week. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and just lift the car and start getting from what's underneath back finished up. So this one needed a new cap, which we did buy. Springs were fine. So we shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble here. Apparently I did not buy another solid control arm. I appear to have missed that, so we'll go ahead and take care of that in a hole. So this is one that needs a new U-bolt. This one does not. And this is a piece that needed a new rubber bushing, so let's throw that in. Then we can start throwing pieces in place. This side didn't need axle. The brake discs were good, it was just brake pads that was bad, so we got new pads. I guess in a way I did kind of cheap out just a little bit. Looks like tire sizes match all the way around the car, so just gonna bolt these wheels back up on this side. I should take care of this side. Let's see, we got one brake pad off of us. That was replaced. And that rubber bushing was replaced. Spring cap was replaced. So that just leaves what we have to do on this side. And then we should be fine to just put it back together as normal. This car has really made me think, because do I, just try to get by with the minimum amount of money spent and hope it works, or do I just, go ahead and do the full tune-up since it needed spark plugs and everything? And I chose that option because this game is a bit of an idiot at times, if I'm being truthful. Like, a lot of the things that you have to do in this game and the order you have to do them doesn't make a lot of sense, but the game's fun. As long as you know how to play it, it's fun. And then so we got our whole back suspension taken care of. And we can go ahead and mark off anything that's still highlighted in blue that we have replaced. Ah, shit. We're gonna need another axle. This axle's flagging is bad, so we're gonna have to tear this back down on this side just to get to an axle. You see what I mean? It's the little things that just doesn't make any sense. Like I put an axle in the other side, and it's flagging this one as bad now. So I mean, at least it's right here. You know, we don't have to go far. It's all right here. What are you doing, Ainsley? So hopefully that now fixes that issue and we don't have to worry about that. Now we should have the rear end finished. Is what I'm hoping for. Okay, it started to say we were still flagging for that. We're done back here. So we're going to jump back up front. And we already knew that these needed bushing, so we have those. That issue will be taken care of right away. And we already got a new filter, so we can go ahead and toss that on there. Put the tie rods back in place, get the knuckle in. Feeling pretty comfortable because we should be doing great things here. All in all, though, if we need new bushings, more bushings, I'll grab a few more, but I'm doing it the way I'm doing it for a purpose, because this side needed a new wheel hub, so like, I'm trying to do it smart and save money, but also at the same time it's hard to do because the game flags that you've done something wrong. Even though that may not even be the case, and that's the challenge about it. And it just creates a headache in itself that shouldn't be a headache. See, now all we're showing is the other side, so technically, if I put this, put these parts in, we should be good. I say technically because this game is just weird about things like that, and technically I don't think it should be, but it is. But I mean, it's starting to look like a car again. So technically I bought enough bushings according to that, so that should take care of every issue and we should have no more issues. Everything that was supposed to be fixed has been fixed. so to speak, once I get the wheels back on, you know, bushings, brakes, etc. But we might actually flag for this wheel hub here. And I'm hoping that we don't, considering I did put it on the other side and fix it. Like I was told to do. Another thing is I really hate that it ghosts us parts. Like, I guess that would be good for the people that don't understand how to play the game. But people like me that do, it does get kind of annoying, honestly. So we're done with actually fixing stuff that's broke. I gotta remind myself to put that throttle back in place, though. I done a boo-boo. It ain't got no throttle. How's it gonna run? So we're gonna get the drive shaft put back in and the starter on the bottom end, and then we can bring the car down and put what few little odds and end parts I took out back on and fill it up with fresh fluids and put the new bumper on it. And the hood, because I took the hood and headlights and stuff out as well. So let's put the throttle back in place. Plus, I don't think it'll let you let the car leave without all of its parts. Wouldn't be nothing I'd want to do in real life, because that would actually get you sued if you took somebody's parts off their car. These little clips are just annoying. So, pretty much, I mean, it's a complete car. It should run. As a whole, it should run. Because we did complete the car and it is back together. Which is all that really matters. We done our job. So now we just gotta hope for a decent payday here. That's what we need more than anything, a decent payday. That one is really hard to get correct without overfilling because you can't see. It's kind of like with this one, you can kind of judge it, but you kind of can't. You know, personally, you probably wouldn't want to fill that up past those lines, but I do what I do. You wouldn't want to do that either, I'm just saying. Overfilling an engine with oil is not a good thing. But since we drained everything, we're going to fill this back up as well. I do have a problem with overfilling stuff. But they got their new bumper. And their car is finished. So that should be everything. And it is. So we're going to get this customer's car out of here and we're going to collect $4,000. Well, almost $5,000. So we done great there. And then we're just going to get rid of those parts and open this case and see what we get. We're up to almost $16,000. We got another bonus case and some scrap. So let's open the next case since we got another one. And now we're at 16,000. But alright guys, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Peace. I'm out.